Dear students, welcome to the Teachers Knowledge YouTube channel. In the Geography series, today we will discuss about the earthquake zones in India. In previous lectures, you have read different types of earthquake waves, shadow zones, etc. If you have not seen those lectures, please go through the channel playlist and read them. In this lecture, we will discuss about the earthquake zones in India, which is very important as current affair point of view also. Earthquake zones are seismic zones in India. A seismic zone is an area where there is a high probability of earthquakes due to the area's geology. Okay, this is the seismic zone. Means seismic zone is an area where there is a high probability of earthquakes due to the area's geology. Let's understand first the history of the India's seismic zone maps. First, in 1935, the first national seismic zoning map of India was compiled by the Geological Survey of India in 1935. After the 1934 Nepal India earthquake, which measured over 8 on the Richter scale. Means India Nepal 30 in 1934 Nepal India earthquake, which measured over 8 on the Richter scale. The first national seismic zone map of India was compiled by the GSI in 1935. It considered of three zones of earthquake: severe, light, and minor hazard, based on the broad concept of space-time earthquake statistics and prevailing understanding the geotectonic movements. Further, later on in 1962, the BIS Bureau of Indian Standards published a seismic zonation map of India. Okay, this map marked earthquake epicenters in the country and built on the isoseismic map published by the GSI in 1935. The base is 1935 GSI maps. It divided India into 7 zones, starting from 0 no damage to 6 extensive damage. It was reviewed in 1966 using geological and tectonic features. Okay. Further, in 1970, in 1963, a 6.3 magnitude earthquake struck on Koyna hydroelectric project led to the revisions in the 1970 seismic zone map of India. Means there is a need of the revision of seismic zones in 1970 because of the in 1967 there is a 6.3 magnitude earthquake struck in Koyna hydroelectric project. Then in 1970 map consisted of only 5 zones, reduces 7 to 5 zones, first, second, third, fourth and fifth, based on the modified Mercalli intensity MMI scale with a comprehensive intensity scale CIS-64. So it is noted: earthquake measurement, modified Mercalli intensity scale MMI scale and comprehensive intensity scale CIS-64. Important. The MMI scale takes into account that effect of the earthquakes on people, object and buildings and estimate the shaking intensity from an earthquake at a specific location. This is the concept of MMI scale. How MMI scale intensity works: it takes into account the effect of the earthquake on the people, objects, buildings and estimate the shaking intensity from an earthquake at a specific location. 0 was removed as a zone since it was deemed scientifically inappropriate to consider a region completely safe from the earthquake. Another major change in 1970 version of the map was merging of zone 5th and 6th. After the merger of zone 5th and 6th, there is a one zone 5th is created in 1970 zone map. Later on in 1984, a new update to India's seismic zone map was released. This map identified the seismic potential of the region based on the past earthquakes as well as the tectonic features. Till 1984, IS 1893 was the main seismic code of India, and all seismic zone maps were based on it. This code was revised in 1966, 1970, 1975, 1984, and in 1991 it was decided that IS 1893 would be the split into parts in 1991. Okay, this code was revised in 1966, 1970, 1975, 1984, and in 1991 it was decided that the IS 1893 would be split into parts. So now we will discuss about the latest seismic zone map of India. According to the latest version of India's seismic zone map 2002, means latest version is India's seismic zone map 2002. Two earthquake prone regions in the country were divided into four zones. This is the recent one. Zone 2nd, Zone 3rd, Zone 4th, Zone 5th, based on the intensity levels during the past earthquakes. Each zone indicates the effect of an earthquake at a particular place and can also be described using a descriptive scale like modified Mercalli intensity scale or the Medev-Spanner-Karnik MSK scale. Approximately 11% area of the country falls under the zone 5th, 18% under the zone 4, 30% under the zone 3rd, and remaining in the zone 2nd. Now, we will discuss each zone separately in details. This is the zonal map. This is a zone 2nd, low risk zone, intensity 6th and lower. Zone 3rd, moderate risk zone, intensity 7. Zone 4, high risk zone, intensity 8. And zone 5th, very high risk zone, area liable to shaking, intensity 9 and above. This is the zoning map of our country, India. Different colors show the different seismic zone of India. Okay, let's. Zone 5th. Zone 5th, it covers the areas liable to seismic intensity 9 and above on the MSK intensity scale. This is the most severe seismic zone and referred to as very high damage risk zone. It includes the parts of Jammu and Kashmir, Kashmir Valley, the western parts of Himachal Pradesh, the eastern part of Uttarakhand, run of Kutch in Gujarat, part of northern Bihar, all northern eastern states of India, Andaman and Nicobar Islands. This is the very high risk zone, high damage zone. Zone 4th, intensity of this zone is MSK 8 and termed as a high damage risk zone. It includes remaining parts of Jammu Kashmir, Ladakh, remaining parts of Himachal Pradesh, Uttarakhand, some parts of Haryana, parts of Punjab, Delhi, Sikkim, northern part of Uttar Pradesh, a small portion of Bihar and West Bengal, parts of Gujarat and small portions of Maharashtra near the west coast and small parts of the western Rajasthan. Then zone 3rd, the intensity zone MSK 7 and termed as a moderate damage risk zone. It includes Kerala, Goa, Lakshadweep Island, some parts of Uttar Pradesh and Haryana, remaining parts of Gujarat, Punjab, some parts of West Bengal, parts of Western Rajasthan, parts of Madhya Pradesh, remaining parts of Bihar, northern parts of Jharkhand and Chhattisgarh, parts of Maharashtra, Odisha, parts of Andhra Pradesh, Telangana, and parts of Tamil Nadu and Karnataka. This is the zone 4. And this is the zone second, low damage risk zone. Intensity of this zone is MSK 6 or less and refer to low damage risk zone. It includes the remaining parts of Rajasthan, Haryana, remaining parts of Madhya Pradesh, Maharashtra, remaining parts of Odisha, Andhra Pradesh, remaining parts of Telangana, Karnataka, and remaining parts of the Tamil Nadu. So this is the current zone, zone second, zone third, zone fourth, and zone fifth. Current classification of zones of seismicity earthquake in India. This is the overall view. The color indicates the different types of the zone. Red color indicates this is the red color indicates zone fifth, very high risk zone, very high damage risk zone. Yellow color is the zone fourth, high risk zone, and zone third, light yellow color, moderate damage risk zone, MSK scale sixth, and white color shows this area, and this area white color shows the low damage risk zone, MSK scale 6 or less. Important towns of earthquake, important towns and earthquake zones, they fall in Bhuj, Gujarat, zone 5th, Darbhanga, Bihar, zone 5th, Guwahati, Assam, zone 5th, Imphal, Manipur, Jorhat, Assam, Kohima, Nagaland, Mandi, Himachal Pradesh, Port Blair, Andaman Nicobar, Sadia, Assam, Srinagar, Jammu and Kashmir, Tejpur, Assam. These are falls under the zone 5th. Almora of Uttarakhand, Ambala of Haryana, Amritsar of Punjab, Bahraich of Uttar Pradesh, and Baruni of Bihar falls under the zone 4. These are the important cities and towns which fall under the very high damage risk zone and high damage risk zone. So this is about the overall concept of the earthquake zones in India. So if you like this channel, so please share to your friends more and more, and like this video, and please subscribe this channel. Thank you. We will meet you soon in next lecture.